Oh no, he destroyed the remote. Whatever shall we do? Whatever shall we do? And there it is. I don't know why that happens and what these scenes are even meant to be about.
Yes, I feel a sense of peace. It was difficult, but I guess I've come to understand something about myself. It's nothing, just something that opened my eyes. Ask me about it some other time. Was there something you wanted me for? I feel a sense of peace. It's nothing, just something. Was there something?
Okay, I'll leave you with that. Oh yeah, I gotta get my reward from you.
You have done well, and the stability. There is the stable.
Woot woot. Okay. And now for the last planet. Korriban. The shortest, cuttest content, possibly most tacked on planet in the entire game.
This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
It seems quiet, just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. There is great power in this place, for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old Academy. It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy. As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here. If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me. I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn. Perhaps not, but I would caution you to guard your feelings carefully here. Korriban attacks the spirit and the body, and there have been few who can fight its power. I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The Academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Okay. Now let me bloody reboot this goddamn game. Okay, let's go. Who should I take? You know what? I'm gonna take the people who probably had the most input for Korriban. So I'm gonna take you and you. Oh my god, he's level 6. Oh, Jesus. Got a lot of leveling up to do for you.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith Lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak, and so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
And all 4 tombs are completely locked off to us. Ain't that great? Yep. There's nothing apart from the Shirek Cave and the actual academy itself. What's the feat that yes, I think it's a feat that causes force points to drain less if you're using something of a different alignment. I'm almost certain that's a thing. Or am I wrong? You know what? I might be. You know what? I might be wrong. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Okay. Now let's go on a tour. Let's go on a tour of Korriban.
This was the tomb of Tulak Hord, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords. His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived. If you were to face an ancient Sith Lord in combat, you would learn that we are as children playing with toys compared to the prowess of the old masters. That is unknown, but supposedly he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Hord's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
Also just realised. Let's see, 1 constitution, 1 dex, 1 strength. There we go. Yeah, just a lot of talking, 2 areas, and that's the entire planet.
Ahead lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago. More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy. When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
Anything to say about this dead body right here?
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that.
Fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians. Hissis are semi-intelligent beasts, corrupted and strengthened by prolonged exposure to the dark side. As creatures of the Force, they have a limited ability to mask their presence. Hissis are drawn to suffering and carnage. They must have fed on all the corpses left over from the war here on Korriban. The angry phantoms of the Sith, too weak to influence the sentient, have taken these Hissis as thralls to their will.
Yeah, pretty much every time you loot a corpse, the hisses is gonna show up. Good times. Just how do you add content to a barren, contentless planet? Just make it so every time you loot in an RPG, a fight occurs. Yeah. Yeah. Has it sunk in yet that this planet is pretty tacked on and is nothing? I mean, there's some new areas, but it's still nothing.
This way leads to the tomb of Ajanta Paul, a fierce Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise. Ajanta's dark spectre lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajanta Paul and showed him the path back to the light. One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption. In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self. Perhaps, but redemption is a form of spiritual collapse, a fall few recover from. Unknown. Some have suggested that the blade led to Revan's demise, as it did Ajanta Paul. That is only speculation, however. Where Revan wanders now is knowledge that only Revan holds.
And there's also information that you gain from the, what's it, the Old Republic Revan comic. I think it's a comic book or a graphic novel, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's either a comic series or a graphic novel, I don't know. And also in the Old Republic, the new, I say new, it's kind of old, it's old now, but it's like 2 expansions, I think. There's a Shadow of Revan, and there's a Throne of the Infinite Empire, I think it is. I don't know, I've never touched the Old Republic expansions. I probably should, they seem cool, but I don't know if I want to get into the MMO again. I might, we'll see.
Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos, a half-breed who possessed tremendous strength, both physically and in the Force. Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic. Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves. As fate would have it, a pair of hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. This fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor.
You learn a little bit more about Marka Ragnos in, what was it, Jedi Academy? I think it was. Yeah, Academy. Outcast was the one that came before it. That was, what's his name's game? Kyle Katarn's game, and then Jedi Knight, or Jedi Academy, which was Jaden Korr's game.
Listen, the wind from the cave tells of great power within, recently awakened.
Observation. This cave is infested with Shirax, a species of easy-to-kill winged pests. They shall prove useful for testing my blaster accuracy ratio.
There is great power and dark energy within this cave. I would advise you to finish your explorations within the Academy before venturing into the cave.
Right, well, so we're going to go there afterwards. Also, I was surprised to learn that Jaden Core, after Jedi Academy, like, actually went on to do stuff in the comics. I haven't read them. I have a fuckload of Star Wars comics, but I have not read any of them. I think I mentioned this before. Gone from a teacher. Gone from a teacher who just like had a massive box full, and just brought him to school one day. I was just like, here, you guys can take whatever you want. And I just grabbed entire comic runs, stuff of Kal-Katarn, Boba Fett, Jango Fett. I just took shit. Haven't gotten them out of their plastic shrink wrap though, because they might be worth something someday. You don't know. You never know. They might be worth something someday. We'll see.
This door was left open on purpose. Someone is expecting us.
You can expect more than these beasts within the Academy. Be prepared.
I might need to make the Academy its own episode. Because it's taken 15 minutes just to get from the Ebon Hawk to here. Nah, fuck it. Fuck it, we'll go for a long one. We'll do Korriban in two videos. No joke, we can get it done in 2 videos.
Her apprentice is here. Find him.
It's a trap.
My life is yours.
Let me just do this for a bit. Yeah, this isn't going to be the most interesting of planets we've ever done. Telos is more interesting. Paragus is more interesting. This is... I hope you like Sith Assassins. I hope you like Sith Assassins that don't drop loot, because they never do. And I hope you like corridors. Well done. You're looking at the extent of what Korriban has to offer, by the way. Corridors, 1 cave, and that is it. We're also missing a Miraluka. Ah, she knows where we are. There she is. Honestly, there's not much to say. There's not much to say about this planet or anything we're doing. Can't do that yet. I mean, we may as well use the mines for something, because we're never going to use them. This planet, like, really shows like how disappointed you should be in this game and the amount of content in it. Cause I'm not sure if Korriban, like what Korriban's state is meant to be, but there was an entire planet that was cut out that this planet serves as a reminder to, and it is upsetting.
Accuracy ratio achieved.
That's good to know, HK. I skimmed through that quickly. But basically it just says that if you want to register as a new student, you have to type in... Oh, orange crystal. You have to type in a new student ID onto the console. So we're going to do that. We're going to explore everything as well, but we may as well do this. New recruit. That's your recruit ID. And now remember it. Yeah. Yeah, which one was it, boy? Which one was it? It was 2. Okay, access training room. Access reading material that opens up the library for us. Take level 1 written test. Okay, here we go. Who's not buried here? Frida Nad. 20. Gizga. I always lie. Passion, strength, power, victory. 5 out of 5 correct. There we go. Okay. Access training room. That's where we have to go. Like, hello, boys. Spoiler alert. We're now 1/3 done with Korriban. Well, 1/3 done with the academy. You have to do that, then go to the training room, then go to the interrogation room, which is our final destination. You know what, again, no. Because awareness is apparently extremely important that I've been neglecting this entire time. No drops. Restricted by armor. I might take off the armor at some point. I probably won't, but I might. We'll see. I probably won't. I'm almost certain I won't. Thank you for the chemicals I'll never use, because I don't use the lab station ever. I should. If I played smart, I would use the lab station and all that more often, but I don't. Yeah, we need 4 YM charges to get through this door. Oh, fuck off.
A dark Jedi left her impression here. This door has been sealed intentionally.
Observation. It would take more firepower than we have to access the room beyond this door.
Now the question is, what Dark Jedi and why are they female? Because I know who it is if you pick... when you're talking to Atom, if you made it so Revan was dark side, I know who did that, but right now I am not remembering who did it in the light side Revan path. The canon path. So that'll be interesting to see. Hey, buddy. You know what? You did alright, HK. You did alright. Considering you don't have a lightsaber, you did alright. Volume charges. So we're going to use explosives to open a chest that have dangerous explosives in. There you go, 4 charges. And that's if you needed to learn that for the exam. If you don't know the Sith code like I do, because I'm a G. The only code I don't remember is the Grey Jedi code, because that one's all sorts of crazy. Also, it's very, very, very rarely brought up. Like, when was the last time you thought of the Grey Jedi code? Never. That's when. Well, I should probably use other ones that aren't deadly frag in case I ever do decide to use them. If. There's a big if. Yeah, probably. You guys do you, I'm busy. How are you guys struck? There we go. Yeah, that's alright, Luke. Now, there's some special poison that chokes you. So gotta watch out for that shit. Hey, buddy.
Weakness is revealed.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Before we do that, let's go back. Let's do the thorium charge. Because I think if I carry on, I can't do it. So I'm gonna go back, do that, and then we'll see. No, it is this way, okay. How do I have to check a map 3 times? I triple guessed myself. I mean, I was right to. So I was going the wrong way. Okay, let's take a look at this, shall we? Okay, no. So if you're light side, you can't see it. Okay. If you're dark side, it's Bastula. This is Bastula's room. This is Bastula's recording, and it's saying about how Revan's gone and the Sith has fallen to shit. She doesn't know where Revan's gone, but she knows that it must be some shit going on. Alright. I might put that in. I might put that in just so you can see, but yeah, we'll see. Level 16 training? Oh god, no, that's a glitch. It's a glitch in the system, I can't handle that. 3 of them? Oh, I got 4. 5? Oh god, oh, there's 6 of them. Oh, there's 6 of them. I can't handle that shit. Am I supposed to handle 6 of them? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I handled 6 of them. Oh. Hey, buddy. You're supposed to die, you know. There we go. There you go. Got to report to detention for disciplinary action. Which is good, because that's what we had to unlock. Let's go! And there's the Jedi Master we've come to see.
Oh, yes. I felt this Jedi's death shortly after we arrived in Korriban.
Yeah. Yeah, is it clear that Korriban, the home of content? This Jedi Master was meant to have her own goddamn planet. A droid planet. And she had an apprentice and everything. And here they're just like, okay, so we cut out the entire planet and the apprentice that she had. Let's just leave her dead body on Korriban and just say, oh, she tried to take on Darth Sion in hand-to-hand combat and lost. Yeah. So to explain away why her planet has been cut from the game, they're just like, eh. Yeah. There we go. That's done. Okay, Korriban's done. Bye-bye. Really, really unhappy with that. To explain away shit they cut out an entire master, an entire planet sequence. They're just like, yeah, just throw the dead body there. It's good. It's good. Don't worry about it.
Did you come here for answers? There are none. The call of Korriban is strong, but it is the call of the dead. It is fitting you came here. I have studied you and found nothing but weakness. Yet still she clutches at you, as if you are all that gives her life. I know her as an apprentice knows their master, and as a master knows an apprentice. I want her to die, and see all that she has built cast down, all that she holds dear in shards at her feet. But you do not know her as I do. You have not survived her teachings as I have, and you have not bested her in battle as I have. You are nothing. Yet still she walks with you, is willing to sacrifice herself for you. I have studied you. I know the paths you walked in exile. I know your teacher. I know the fires that raged upon the Duxan Moon while the Republic died around you. You know war. You know battle. And I know of Malachor. You saw the heart of war, what Malachor wrought, yet you turned away from it. You are a wretched thing, a thing of weakness and fear. You are her apprentice in name only. I am the master. And that is why you will die.
Yeah, okay, sure. We'll do that. So we gotta kill Darth Sion. Yeah. Been a long time coming since Progress, am I right? And he heals himself. Good times. And his body's just gonna sit here and watch. And he heals himself again.
Sion. He cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee. There will be another time, but it is not now, not here, while Korriban runs through him.
She protects him, shields him. Find him, hunt him wherever he travels. He will not escape me again. I will bring his corpse to her, cast it at her feet. It will be as if killing her children. I will kill all she protects, all she shields, until her hands are drenched in blood.
And that's the Sith Academy done. So you can leave if you want, but we're gonna go to the cave next.